Hi, my name is Emily Cornell, and today we're going to talk about my website redesign recommendations based on the clangun.us website. This is the website I conducted a usability test on with 3 different users, and today we will be going over the results and the suggestions/recommendations for the website redesign. Clangun.us is a website that is helping others to find information about their genealogy, whether they are a part of the clan Gun, which is the family line, the last name Gun, and it's a family line of a specific genealogy. So this website helps to bring people of that group together, gives them information and events happening, or just keeping up with their fellow clan Gun members. So to start out with my executive summary, after conducting usability tests with 3 subjects from 3 different age range, it's clear to see the website has some issues. One of the major problems I saw my users experiencing was this main title page. Now, you go on the website, and as soon as it pops up, there's this picture of like a cemetery, and it's a plaid background, and there's no information. There's just a couple of links to new minutes or new meetings, but there's no information on what the website's about, what it's doing, anything like that. So because of this title page that doesn't give you any information, it makes the navigation a lot longer than expected for the users, and several of them could not figure out how to continue to the homepage. It took them a little while, a few minutes, to figure that out. It is in the user's best interest to get rid of that homepage or title page completely. It is the homepage that tells you the main information and the most useful information. It's going to tell you what the website's about, what is Clan Gun, what's going on, what events are happening, things like that. And then on the left-hand side of the screen, you have the navigation bar. And that moves us on to the next issue. The menu on the left side of the homepage is a bit of a mess. First of all, the white font on that busy plaid background gets a little bit lost because the text size is so small. And also the text size is inconsistent. There are some options of the menu that are a little bit bigger in size, maybe a 14 or a 16 font, whereas there's a lot of other options that are only, a 12 font. And it's a little interesting because you would think if it's, a larger font size and then a smaller font size underneath, that it would be like a subcategory, but it's not. They're just, each their own category, and for some reason they're all different sizes. So, and on top of that, for the menu, for the navigation menu, they use a little bit odd words to label their options. Like, for example, the newsletter, or what someone would know to be the newsletter, is called the Gun Salute, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, especially for a newcomer to the website. If I'm coming to the website, seeing what it is, looking for information, I'm not going to immediately know that the newsletter is called the Gun Salute. So to fix these issues, I would recommend to rewrite the navigation menu options using more commonly known words, also finding a larger and a better font size, and possibly a better font color. However, that may not be necessary if adjusting the size of the text helps with that getting lost in the plaid. If it helps prevent that, then the color change may not be necessary. Moving on to the site analysis. In Figure 1, you see the title page of the site. It doesn't quite match the rest of the site as shown in Figure 2, with the Figure 1 on the title page having a center setup and Figure 2 having a left side setup. And also in Figure 1, as you can see, as I was explaining earlier, there's not a lot of details, there's just a few links, and there's a random picture of a cemetery, and it's just not giving you very much information. And then in Figure 2 is the home page of the website. The site has a decent design and a layout, but the navigation bar needs improvement. And you can see the inconsistency in the text size of the different menu options, so that's another issue we have to address. And onto the mobile view, as you can see, the sites are displayed very similarly. In Figure 3, you see the mobile version of the title page. As you can see below, the layout is very much the same, just a little bit smaller. So of course you would have to zoom in to see what's going on and see the words because the text is so small. And in Figure 4, you see the mobile version of the home page, and again, it's just a lot smaller version, a lot smaller scale, so you'll definitely have to zoom in on these. And to continue on, this is the usability test summary. During the usability test, 3 users were chosen from various age groups to test different skill levels. The users tested the website using the computers and browsers that they typically use. And during the test, the users were asked to complete 3 various tasks to test the difficulty of using and navigating the website. So task 1 was to navigate to the newsletter of summer 2016. Out of all 3 tasks, this task proved to be the most difficult. For all 3 of the users had major difficulty finding it, and 2 out of 3 users gave up. And eventually, the 3rd user found the salute was the newsletter after quite some time and after clicking on lots of different links and pages. So the main reason this was so difficult was because, again, like I said earlier, it was called the gun salute, which is not an average word. We wouldn't know that it was really the newsletter. Moving on to task 2, it was to locate the contact information for the genealogist. This task was significantly easier for all 3 users, but was still a moderate difficulty level. There was a link, officers, commissioners, and genealogists in that left side menu, but because of the design of the navigation bar and the inconsistency with the text, it did have a little bit of a difficulty finding and got lost in the shuffle. The final task was to find how to apply for a membership. Only one of the users did not immediately see the membership link, and this was by far the easiest task to complete. Finally, my redesign strategy. Based on the usability test results and for the sake of the functionality of the site, there are 2 main issues that need to be addressed. The first and most prominent concern is the title page, as seen in Figure 1. I would get rid of this page completely. It just doesn't belong, it doesn't match, it gives you no useful information, it confuses the users on what kind of website they are visiting, and encountering these issues might push a user to just leave the website immediately. The second issue that needs to be fixed, as seen in Figure 2, is the navigation menu. That menu on the left-hand side of the screen is very helpful and useful if designed with the proper concept and with the user in mind. Unfortunately, that's not the case. As discussed before, it's very inconsistent with its text size. The color and the words just kind of get lost in the plaid because the size is a little smaller than it should be, and there's inconsistent sizes, and so users aren't sure exactly where to click, what to click on. And of course, using more commonly known words instead of like the storekeeper or salute, people aren't going to really understand those. So making these changes to the website will greatly improve the website's usability, functionality, and appeal to outside users. Thank you.